George Mercer sent me a message last night, and the more I thought about it, the more I realized this isn't really a poker story. It's a perspective story. Lovely day, poker enthusiast. And depending on who you ask, both players are right.
It's impossible.
No, it's poker. It happens all the time.
Somebody has to be wrong. That's the rule. Otherwise, how am I supposed to judge people?
George got asked why he bet when somebody was already all in. His answer? Isolation.
That's it. That's the answer. Isolation. Sounds like something I'd get diagnosed with.
Poker players know exactly what he meant. But the interesting part wasn't the answer. The interesting part was the question. Because the person asking was looking at the hand. George was looking at the tournament. And that's a very different thing.
Oh boy. He's about to do the life lesson thing. I can feel it.
Before I do, let's see what happened around Sal's room. Monday night we ran the 550 big game satellite. 11 players showed up, 4 rebuys, and when the dust settled, Art and Brian made a deal. Brian took home $400 and Art locked up the $550 seat. Not a huge field, not a massive prize pool, but another seat awarded nonetheless. Another player moving one step closer.
I love satellites. Everybody shows up wanting the big prize. Then halfway through they realize they just need to survive.
That's actually relevant to today's story.
I accidentally helped. Don't tell anyone.
Online was busy too. The Daily Freebuy brought in 42 players and 11 rebuys. Wildhog takes it down. 850 Step 2 awarded a $60 seat to Nodealsdalton. The 550 Step 2 handed out 2 seats. 2 Pocket Kings and Klinger. And over in Phil's Deep Stack Thrills, Zeerex picked up the $33.75. Another night, another pile of winners, another reminder that the games keep moving whether we're watching or not.
That's actually kind of terrifying.
Why?
Because somewhere right now, somebody is winning chips. And it isn't me.
Now, back to George, because this is where the story gets interesting. The player asking the question wasn't wrong, and George wasn't wrong. They were simply looking at different things. One player sees the card, the hand, the pot, the action, and the moment.
Seems reasonable. That's what was happening.
The other player sees the stack sizes, the payouts, the all-in player, the future hands, the tournament.
See? That's where you lose me. A hand is a hand.
No, a hand is part of a tournament. That's the difference.
I still don't buy it. If I lose a hand, I lose.
Not necessarily. What if losing that hand protects your tournament life? What if betting that hand isolates a weaker range? What if eliminating a player increases your equity? What if the goal isn't winning the pot, but improving your position?
Now you're making my head hurt.
Because you're focused on the hand. George was focused on the tournament.
So who's right?
Both. That's the whole point. The person asking the question was evaluating the decision inside the hand. George was evaluating the decision inside the tournament. Both viewpoints make sense, but one is zoomed in, the other is zoomed out.
I hate when the answer is, it depends.
Poker hates simple answers. Life does too. And honestly, I think that's why this message stuck with me. Because we do this everywhere. We judge one day, one result, one moment, one setback, one mistake, and we convince ourselves we understood the whole story.
Humans love that. 5 seconds of information, lifetime of confidence.
Exactly. We see one hand and we think we understand the tournament. We see one chapter and we think we understand the book. We see one bad week and we think we understand the year.
So the lesson is zoom out?
Sometimes, not always. Sometimes you need to zoom in. Sometimes you need to zoom out. The real skill is knowing when, because some players see their cards, this hand, this pot, and that's all. But the good players, they see the tournament, the stacks, the future, the big picture.
I still think somebody punted.
Of course you do.
I live in a closet. It's basically my job.
Fair enough. Some players see the hand. Legends see the tournament. Thanks for watching. See you on the felt and run good, you legend.